Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Getting Short with me. Today I have an interesting story time to tell you guys of a trip gone wrong. So it all started, me and my friends had been planning from like January of last year till like around April. We had been planning for a trip because we were tired of being around school and we were tired of being in hostel because it was that time of the pandemic, limited movement. So we decided to plan for a trip to go to Nakuru. So the planning started. We were looking for Airbnbs and houses that we could sleep in for like a weekend, just like 3 nights. So we had to make our budget, we had to write what we needed and all that. Then after making a budget, we came up with, we were searching. Then Millicent, one of my friends, was looking for Airbnbs because she didn't want like places that don't have clean toilets and all that and bathrooms. So she happened to get one and it looked nice. Like when you would see the pictures on the Airbnb, it looked nice, it looked comfortable, cozy and all that. And we were like, yeah, but we were torn between 2 places. There was another one we had gotten in Kiambu that was really nice because I like places with swimming pools. So I was like, that would be fun, going to a place with a swimming pool. But Natalie and Millicent didn't want, because they didn't like, okay, they felt like they didn't want that place, so everyone wanted Millicent's place. So when we checked like a week before our trip to see if we could book it, then we noticed on the, what are those things called? We noticed on the reviews where people comment on the Airbnb if the person was good or not good. So one of the person had left a comment that the person was a scammer and had taken all their money. So when we noticed the person was a scammer, we had to go back to the drawing table and look for better options, and we ended up choosing my option because it was the only option we had. So before the trip, like a week prior to the trip before, we were supposed to go like for the Easter weekend, but then the president announced a total lockdown.
The measures are temporary and necessary to contain the spread of the disease and therefore to stop further loss of life.
So that was sad. We could not go, but we had to push. So we started watching news to see the places where we can go, the counties and all that. And luckily, we could travel from Nairobi to Kiambu to go where we were supposed to go. So like after 1 week after the Easter week, we went like the next weekend. When we went, we had to like book for the place, we had to pay, we had to pay the guys where we were staying at Savo. Yeah, I think it was Savo. That's where we were staying. So we had to pay for the accommodation, and yeah, after that, when we got to the place, it was a nice Airbnb. It was fun. I'll insert some of the pictures up of the place we went to. And the first night we had to cook, we had to go buy food stuff and all that. So we bought food and we had to go cook because we were supposed to have a picnic the next day. As we were still enjoying the night, chilling, and then we hear a big boom, like someone has been pushed out of the window and all that. So we're like, what's happening, what's that? Everyone came out of their rooms from where they were because the girl had been pushed by, I think, a guy. I don't remember what happened, but it was like a big window and it had no window guards. So it was really a big push, and she fell from, I think it was the 2nd floor or 3rd. Yeah, so like she stayed there for some time, like 2 hours before the ambulance came. Everyone was worried. Some people thought maybe she had died or something. Our mood had been spoiled and we had nothing to do but just sleep because there was nothing else to do. So we had to sleep to prepare for the next day, which was our picnic. And the next day we woke up at 7 or 8 there in the morning. We started cooking. At around 1 we were done everything, like our makeup, we were done dressing up. We were heading to Evergreen I think park. As soon as we reached Evergreen, we saw cars turning around, going back. Then some guys told us that the cops were raiding places because at that time the president had closed everywhere. We had to turn the car, so we had to think of another plan, like plan B, which we didn't have, but we had to come up with a thought very fast. So we decided to go to Village Market. That was our plan B for our picnic. We had our bags that had our picnic stuff, the food, the drinks, everything, even music, because we had carried a small. We went upstairs, it was like somewhere where it's open, so we decided to put our picnic there and lay everything and lay all the food and all the drinks. We also took pictures. I will insert the pictures that we took there. So there were these Somali guys that were causing ruckus because they were seeing food, and they started surrounding us, which was making these guys suspicious. As we were there, the security guards came and told us this is not a picnic ground, this is a mall. If you want to eat and have food, go to the picnic grounds again. But no, people wanted to eat, so we were just getting from the bag and eating. After we were done, we went downstairs and bought some ice cream, enjoyed the ice cream, and after that we were exhausted really, because the second day as well did not go to plan, because we planned to go horse riding, have a boat cruise and all that, those fun activities, play cards, you get those vibes, but we could not do that. And this was the second day and we hadn't accomplished anything of why we had gone for the trip. And we went back to the Airbnb. I was so exhausted because of everything, the activities we had done in the morning, like cooking and all that, and we had nothing to do, so we decided to go back to the Airbnb. And when we went back, we just, since there was a pool, we were like, let's go swimming, and that will be also another fun activity to do because there was nothing else to do. So we went for swimming. We swam for like some good time, like 30 minutes, though the water was cold, like it was freezing, but the cool thing about the pool, it had lights. So yeah, we had a good time. So when we were done with swimming and all that, we went back to our rooms, changed, and well, like, since now the trip has been boring, we hadn't done anything fun, we had just been bouncing everywhere, like nothing was going right. So we decided, why not have karaoke night?
I make money moves, I got that dance, I make money moves. Yeah. You see when I speak, that means how to fuck you. I'm a boy, nobody party. Yeah, there was a
So we made noise and sang on top of our voices. Then the askari had to come the first time and tell us to keep quiet because we were making noise, and we're like, okay, we shall reduce our, like, the noise and all that, but we didn't. We were just enjoying. Then the next time he came the second time and he was like, if you please don't keep quiet, we'll switch off the, like, from the switch or something. So we're like, okay. So when he told us that, we just had to stop making noise and enjoy the night, just storytelling. And yeah, so that's how the second day ended. So the third day was just basically we had to wake up, we cooked some breakfast. After cooking breakfast, we took tea, ate whatever the remaining stuff we had, and we had to head back to school. So we had to call the cab to come pick us up and take us back to our respective places. Sorry. That's how the trip went wrong. A trip we had been planning for like 4 months, and we were planning to have fun, but we didn't accomplish anything in the trip, which was not the best trip ever. But yeah, at least spending time with friends was worth it, because yeah, we had fun in the end. We created our own fun and our own memories, yeah, which are to be cherished. And yeah, thank you for all the guys who came. It was a lit trip. We shall go for more trips anyway. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment. See you next time. Bye.